for joining me on FernCrafts. I'm Christine and I welcome you to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video that a few of you had requested on my previous videos when I showed my Catasetum type orchids, that you wanted to see the different stages of the Catasetum. So here now it's the beginning of winter, and we are now starting to see the Catasetums go into dormancy, and so I wanted to do a video to explain that. So keep watching. But first, before we go on to the Catasetum, I wanted to show you what's in bloom. And I thought I wouldn't be able to share this with you because now it's been over 3 weeks and towards the end of its cycle, flowering cycle, I guess. But here it is. It's my Vanda Panchera Delight. I had shown you guys in bud, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to show it to you in bloom as well. So I have these lovely big bright flowers. As you can see, I love the markings on them. It's a true violet, purple, dark purple violet, I think. And there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 flowers. There that's how many buds there were. I thought that was a bud, but it looks like it's just a sepal or the bottom of the flower, I guess. So yeah, in flower, which is really good. And I'm so happy to have made the decision to pot it up, because I think that really helped, because like I've said it in all of my previous videos where I've shown this orchid, is that ideally it does like to have its roots hanging just with hardly any media on it. But the maintenance was a little too hard for me to handle, so it works out better this way. So there you go, folks. That's my Vanda in bloom. And then also, if I could just pan over, that is the last of the oh, I forgot what she's called now. It's the Gilded Tower Mystic Maze. There is the label, and there it is in bloom as well. So yeah, the both of them, I don't think they'll last another week, but I'm glad I could show this to you guys. There you go. So let's talk about the stages of the Catasetum or Catasetum type orchids. And I have here all of the ones that well, not all, but I try to pick up different ones in different stages to help me with this demonstration. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. So first off, when you're looking at this one here, I'll show you what each of them are. This is a Cloecia Eunice Bragg, and here's the label. And it is a Catasetum type orchid. And as you can see, each of the pseudobulbs, as they grow, this is the newest, is larger than the previous ones. So there's a tiny one in there that's probably one of the earlier ones, or maybe a pseudobulb that didn't grow out to its full potential. So in any case, so here it is, and it's got the nice green leaves on it. As we know, so during the summer months they grow fast, and they are fertilized almost well, it's not weekly. I have a solution of fertilizer that I would water them with twice a week, and they get water almost every other day, so quite heavily watered and fertilized through the summer months. And now you can see that this has now filled the pot, and for the next time it will need to be repotted in a larger pot. It's very top heavy, that's why I have it sitting in another pot. Then here is another one. This is my Catasetum Grace Dunn Chadsford, which I have shown in flower before, which is pretty, very beautiful, delicate blooms, light pink, almost feathery blooms. And now you can see that the leaves are starting to turn yellow on this. So they start to turn yellow like this, and then you can know that they're starting to go into dormancy. And so you will notice that even my watering has now, well, you don't notice that, but I'll tell you that the watering has now been reduced, not as frequently as before, so it'll only get watering as the medium dries out. Then I water it a little bit, because I know she's starting to go into dormancy. So that's the second stage. Then it goes on to where the leaves actually start to fall off. So I left this one to show you, but I've just taken one off, and it grows completely yellow. Oh, this is a Cloecia Pierre Corée, and again, another one of my acquisitions, but I have not seen her in bloom as yet, so it's going to be interesting. This one still has a little space in the pot, so I usually just leave them in the pot until they fill out 2 years, and then the third year I do change the pots. So this would be the third year for some of them, and so it would be the time to change. Again, you can see that the newest pseudobulb is a lot plumper, maybe not as tall as, but definitely larger than the previous year. So there. And then the next stage, the fourth stage, is when they all completely fall off. So all the leaves are off of this, fallen off, and this is the FernCrafts Julio David Rios. Here's the label. And all of the leaves have now fallen off. These two here were my latest pseudobulbs, and I had 2 of them this year, and they were, as you can see, very much larger than the previous years. This medium is just slightly moist, and that's because these leaves have only fallen off. So this is the Catasetum Lovena, and here too all of the leaves have fallen off, and I had it sitting outside, so it picked up some sort of an infection or mold, I would say, and it looks like it was slightly affected on the newest pseudobulb as well. So I will definitely be, this will be one where I would take out of the pot, even though it's not fully filled up the pot, and just give it a good cleaning, and hope that, you know, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine for next year, but I need to dry it out thoroughly. So that's another one. So here, so once the leaves fall off, what you would do is just either leave them in the pot just like that and put them away in a cool, dry place, away for the winter, and very much like tulip bulbs or gladiolus bulbs and gladioli bulbs, I should say. In any way, or what some people do would be to take them out of the pot, clean up all of the roots because they would be dead anyways, and then put them into brown paper bags, and then just store them for the winter that way. But I just prefer to keep them in the pots unless I really have to take them out, like this one here. And if they need a repotting, then of course I would take them out, chop off the roots, and leave them to go through the winter rest. Now here is my Monniera Millennium Magic and Witchcraft. This is the black orchid that I've shown in bloom in the previous years. I was able to give a division of this to one of my friends as well. So this is the, I don't know why I keep peeling. I like that. Okay, so this is the newest pseudobulb, and as you can see, I think the division may have affected it slightly. So she's only put out the one pseudobulb, whereas last year she had 2 spikes coming out of the one pseudobulb, but this time it's the one, and I don't know if that's gonna make it, but yeah, so there we go. I'll keep you posted, and you know what, I'm fine with that because I know she'll survive, and next year there's always another time, right? But here, as you can see, the reason I wanted to show you this orchid is because, well, she's a hybrid, first of all, so they don't always follow the same rules as species do, but none of her leaves have gone yellow as yet. You can see they're all bright green, and she's also started to put out a spike. But by the time the spike flowers, this is from my experience last year, by the time the spikes bloom, the leaves would have gone dormant and they would have fallen off. So that's something else too. And she's already started putting out the spikes, and she would only bloom maybe around January, February, which is still about almost 2 months away from now, right? So a month or two. So yes, so here are the different stages of the Catasetum or Catasetum type orchids, and they are absolutely a delight for beginners to grow because during the winter months or during their dormant season, you really have nothing to do. You just put them away and leave them to rest. So I hope this was helpful, and for those of you who are considering increasing your orchid collection, Catasetum or Catasetum type orchids are definitely a must-have because they are so pretty. The flowers are so pretty. They're not very long-lasting, but they're very pretty, and they have to put on a show for all of the energy that they've put into the pseudobulbs, the leaves, the vigorous growth, and all of that. So do add them to your collection. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you haven't done so already, do subscribe. You'll be the first to know when I upload a video. Also, you can join us in our Facebook group. It's called FernCrafts Love of Orchids, and join in all of the fun that we have there. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, enjoy your orchid. Bye bye.